Hello guys and welcome back to Zerosaven. Welcome back to another episode of Blooming into Zerobaseone. And this week is episode 2 of Boys Planet's debrief, and I'm going to actually go over a few questions that I got for episode 1 that I didn't discuss in the first one. Speaking of the first one, go check it out if you have not seen it yet. I did break down my thoughts and kind of give a ranking of the performances that had already happened, so go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. Okay, so let us first go into some of the episode 1 discussion points that I missed last week. These comments are from NASA, NASA on Patreon. So the first one says, opinion on former idols coming onto the show as trainees. That is a good question, because at first I was kind of like, I don't know, I feel like that's taking opportunities away from especially active idols. I don't know about former idols, but active idols, like the man, I can't remember what his name is, Otuk, or however you say his name, but the man from Pentagon, like finding out that some people were actively in groups, I was like, oh, I feel like that kind of takes away the opportunity for people who have never debuted before. But Boys Planet seems to be leveling everybody on the same playing fields, so I kind of don't mind it now that I'm like into the show and like watching it. But at first I was kind of like, that's a little weird to me, but I'm okay with it now. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Number 2 is mattbin's friendship, Matthew and hanbin. I almost said habin. Hanbin. I love it. It actually made me so emotional and like made me want to tear up because I am so excited to get to see the friendships that either had already been happening or the friendships that formed throughout this show. And I don't know, it made me so emotional when hanbin got emotional watching Matthew audition, and then specifically in episode 2 where we got to see more of like hanbin's sweet heart and like, oh, he's just like the sweetest man on the whole planet. And so seeing them like try and comfort each other, and I loved when Matthew was auditioning and hanbin was like, my rival. Like, I thought that was cute just because like they know that they're kind of up against each other, but at the same time, like, they're besties and no hard feelings. So yes, I love it. I think it's so cute to see them, especially like dancing with each other and stuff. I thought that was really cute. Okay, number 3 is gunwook tough guy first impressions versus the precious angel that he is now. That is a good point. So I can't remember what I said in the last one. I know that in the comments in the last one, I did kind of go over my thoughts. I personally love tough guy gunwook. I was like, okay, sir, eat it up. Serve them with some confidence. I never was like, he's kind of rude. He's kind of mean. He's kind of annoying. Like nothing like that. Like I never like had any like bad thoughts about him or anything. But I literally was just like, that is not the sweet baby boy that I see. Like I have seen a few little things, especially seeing him on like the guide to zero base one, and I was like, Mans is not like that. Mans does not seem, I don't know. So I like both. I like seeing that he can like take charge and do all that stuff, and I like seeing that he was like the leader of his group and whatever. And I think it is cool to see him with the confidence going into it because he is good. He is good. So he should be confident. But I also do love his sweet personality and his cuteness that he is now. Now, I still am not sure how to say this company's name. Yuehua? I don't know correct. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up how to pronounce it. But the next one is yuehua Trainees K versus G. That is crazy to me. Okay, people were saying in the comments like they weren't originally supposed to be like doing the same song and like going against each other like that, but then like the company or Boys Planet, don't remember who it was like, it'll be more fun, it'll be more like rivals and blah blah blah, it'd be more entertaining if they pin them against each other. So I think it's kind of fun only knowing that they do debut together. Like I think I'd be so sad like watching it for the first time and being like, oh my gosh, like I want both, I want everybody, like I want how Ricky and Yuvin and Yujin to all debut, but knowing that they do, I'm kind of like, oh, it's kind of funny to like see them have a little competition. But like, Boys Band is messy for that one. I don't know. Okay, I did kind of go over this next one in the last one, and it's talking about hanbin's waacking battle. And girl, yes, I loved that. I thought that was amazing. I do not know how he just like, did that, like, I would've been like, "Huh? Who? You're asking me on the spot to do that right now with you? Like, the master of..." Yeah, no, I was like, I could not do that. So props to him. I thought that was amazing. I honestly thought he absolutely killed it. I'm so glad. Wait, no, I remember I literally was like, that should have earned him his all-star, and it didn't. But obviously we see in episode 2 that he did finally get his all-star, and it literally made me so emotional. So yeah. Okay, the next one is thoughts on how the zero stars will perform and improve throughout Boys Planet. That, girl, we've already seen my thoughts from episode 2 about how all of that is going. One, I just think maybe the Zero Stars didn't pick the best songs that suit them, because you can obviously like a song, but if it doesn't suit you and you can't perform it well, then like it's kind of hard. So I feel like maybe they just didn't have great audition songs. Some people were saying people were sick, which, like, brutal, brutal. That is so not fair to be judged on that if you literally were dying. But anyways, I personally, I think his name, 𝘴𝘢𝘢, I think is how you say it. I like both Red and Blue House men, but 𝘴𝘢𝘢, I love him. Don't even get me started. I'm like literally thinking about episode 2. I think that he improved enough to be 1 star. Let's talk about that. He improved enough to be 1 star, okay? Because I'm gonna say it again, give these men a song, a key that they can sing in, because it's not fair that all these deep voiced men are having to sing this high song that's like high the whole time, and then they're like, oh yeah, you can't sing, you're bad. Girl, give me a key I can sing in, and then I can sing. Thank you. I thought they did pretty well with the dancing. I don't know. The judges are kind of harsh, and they were kind of ripping them to shreds, and I think there's a few that I feel like I'm like, girl, you could have been bumped up for sure. There was that one man that was 0, and he got bumped up to like 3, I think. It was either 2 or 3, who had worked on his pronunciation. I was so happy about that because I thought he personally did so fabulous the first time, but obviously they were saying like his pronunciation wasn't great, so I get that. But yeah. Okay, this one is a tough one to answer, but it is any trainees you think would be your picks if you were watching and voting for the first time. The first that comes to mind is Matthew, but that is just like, I don't know. Obviously, it's hard because I'm watching zerobase1 members. I feel like, and I'm gonna just say it, I feel like Tae hasn't had enough screen time, okay? Same with How. I feel like he's like there a little bit. Like they're kind of like, oh yeah, he's just part of. And Ricky. We keep getting a lot of Yuehua and Yujin, but it's because they keep getting yelled at. But other than that, I feel like it's just like a lot of hanbin and Matthew, and so it's really hard because obviously I know them and I would pick them. I don't know if I would pick them because I already know them. I feel like I would pick them originally anyways, but definitely Gunwook had me in the first little episode. He came out in that little black outfit and I was like, yes. And then he performed great and I was like, yes. So I don't know if he'd be my top one. I think for episode 1, I think Jay would have been like my top pick. I was loving Jay. I still love Jay. I still love Jay. But like I liked his little personality. I thought he was Takuto or however. I still feel like I'm saying his name wrong. Love him. He would have been my like number 2 or 3. I love him. And then obviously Doa's up there too. But if I'm talking like full package, like performance and like personality wise, it definitely would be like Matthew hanbin. And then the guy from Pentagon, still can't remember his name. Because I feel like he has a stage name and then they keep calling him by his real name, so I keep forgetting what his name is, but he would be up there. Gunwook would obviously be up there. And who else? I feel like there's somebody, I don't know. I don't know. If it comes to me while I'm editing, I'll put the name in. If not, I don't know. Those are my picks for now, but Jay's definitely up there. Sometimes I sit here and think what zerobase1 would be like if he debuted in there. Not instead of somebody, because girl, but with. If there was 10, that's crazy, but I think he would add some little spice to that. Now this next one, thank you for adding this in, but girl, I don't know. It says, what song would I pick as an audition song? Now let's be real. My Korean, not great. not great. I'd obviously be going global, so I don't know if I would pick a more English heavy song or not, but I would probably, because I would have to dance, I'd probably pick something more girly. I feel like I can execute the girl groups like Le Seraphim and Twice. I feel like I can execute their dances a little better, but I would preferably pick like an ITZY song. I don't know which one though, because girl, those choreos are hard. I'm always like, oh, it's a girl group song. Like I should be able to pick it up quicker. It's not like ATs or Stray Kids where I'm like, girl, I'm sweating in like 2 seconds. No, I'm humbled every time. Every time I'm humbled, I get out there and I'm sweating and I'm like, how are these women out here doing this flawless makeup, not even sweating at all? And I'm like drenched. Anyways, I think I know the song pretty well. I feel like I can sing it pretty well. I feel like I can dance it okay. I'd probably in this moment pick Untouchable by ITZY. That's such a fun one. I feel like it's like kind of my personality, and I don't know. The vibe of the song is like so me, I feel like. So I feel like I would have to go with that. But my heart would be in a Stray Kids song for sure, for sure. Alrighty, last but not least is opinions on the Masters so far. So let's see. I can't remember his name. The rap one. I feel like he hasn't talked too much recently. The one who's famous for the rap. I think he's cutie. I like him. I like think he's funny. He's nice. I feel like he hasn't been like too harsh. So kind of vibing with him. Love Lip J, K period. Queen, love her. Um she said some things in episode 2 where I was like, girl, you're a little harsh. But you know what? Gotta be harsh in this game. I like her a lot. Can't remember her name. The other one, the other woman, she's the singer, and I'm gonna see her name and I'm gonna be like, girl, you stupid. That's her name. It always goes off my head. I love her. She has been a little, I don't know, not mean, but like she has said some things and I'm like, oh, girl, don't be mean, don't be mean. But the other two dance men, like they're backed up with talent, I get it, but like they're mean. They're mean. They're mean. They're the ones that get me mad the most because they're like, you got no talent. You're just handsome. You can't do this. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, girl, put in some faith. Like, I don't know, hype them up a little bit. Just tell them that they can do it if they want. If they work hard enough, they'll get there. That's gonna help them. Telling them they'll never be able to do it, they're gonna lose that worth ethic, work ethic so fast. And so, I'm not vibing with them. I think they choreograph some amazing dances. Love them as men, not as judges. Okay, we'll just say that. Alrighty, with those questions being done, I did kind of incorporate episode 2 stuff into that as well, but let's move on to kind of my thoughts about episode 2. I, so we got Jung's group doing Mirotic. Crazy, that was so good. Also, we got Jung's partner basically making out with him. I thought that was funny. I thought whatever the dude that tried to kiss him, his name is, loved his part in Mirotic where he like did it an octave lower. That was great. I loved that. I thought they did fabulous. June got, but see, it's hard, guys. I'm biased. June got 3. I thought he deserved 4 because I feel like he did a better. I don't know. I feel like he did better than some of the 3 stars, but at the same time, he didn't do anything to stand out. Like Yuven and Yujin had to do like a dance thing, like to kind of work for that star. But I thought his vocals were pretty stable. I thought his dance was great. He looked great. Like he answered their questions well. Like I thought he did great. I loved that performance as a whole, though. That one was great. Again, I am a major 18 so I loved today's group. I can't remember what company they were under. I think was it Wakeone? I think it was Wakeone. Um, they did The Real, and God, that was so good. I loved it. I thought Tere sang exactly the parts that I thought and hoped he would sing. I thought he did fabulous. I thought their group as a whole did great. Still bitter that Mans didn't get 4 stars for that, okay? Somebody told me in the comments that off camera for the whole Here I Am thing, when they did that he did get 4 stars. So I'm waiting on that because his face of like kind of face when he still had 3, I was like, girl, he deserves 4. And they were screaming at him about his dance. I was like, I thought he did fabulous. So I don't know. Anyways, I thought he did great. I thought their group did great. I honestly, seriously, I said it in the video, but AT's choreo, no joke. Literally no joke, and they ate it up with some stable vocals. So, period. I'm pretty sure the last one was our man's from Pentagon, and his arrangement of Shutdown was so good. I loved it. I seriously, like, you can tell he's meant to be in the industry. I loved it. And the fact that, like, he did it, like, he arranged it and everything, I was like, yes, love that. Love a self-producing king. That was amazing. They kind of rude to him when he did his Here I Am performance. They knocked him down. Was it just one or was it two? All I know is they knocked him down and I was like, come on, you're messing with my heart here. Like, it was crazy. The whole episode 2, they really kept destroying Doha, and I was like, "Mm, I love him. Be nice to him. Also, man has a deep voice. Give him a key he can sing in. I don't even with me right now. That was so sad when you could tell man's tried so hard in his Here I Am. I don't know if it's an audition. I can't remember what it was called. It was Signal test song or something. So their little test. Girl, he did so good. He did way better. I thought he deserved to move up to 1. Okay, he did way, 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 way better than his audition, in my opinion. I thought he did great. I feel like he did really well with the dance. I know he had some like little missteps, but it was nerves, okay? And he picked back up. Like I was saying, it's really hard to get back on track once you've messed up. And he did. He got back on track. I thought he did pretty good with the vocals up until that one point. And then of course, when you get nervous and you're losing it, you're losing it. But I thought he at least deserved to move up 1. And when he just cried in hanbin's arms, I was crying. That had me, that was so sad. Also, I could already tell from watching Zerobaseone content that hanbin already had a heart of gold and he was just a sweetie pie. But you guys were so right. Watching him on this show just like solidifies how cutie he is and how like he just has so much love to give and like he's literally leading at number 1 and Mans has never once been cocky. He's been sweet to everyone. He went over and gave him a hug and the way he was just like patting his head, I was like, it was so sweet. But I thought when he went into his and he was like, I'm the candidate for the blah blah blah. I can't remember what it was. All I know is he was like would be up on the top and have like this special moment. And then they were like, okay, we're gonna be looking at you extra hard. And he was like, okay. And then he ate down so good. And then he got his 4 stars. That was so cool. I literally was like, finally. That was amazing. I thought they did great. Did fully like sob and feel so sad. Oh, 𝘴𝘢𝘢 hasn't gone yet, right? I don't think 𝘴𝘢𝘢's gone yet. 2 things. 1, so sad about Matthew. That made me so sad. And then they just left us hanging with Eugen when that man's, when I tell you that he literally was like, I thought you got in here for your dance to Eugen at both of the dance practice thingies. And then he's like, yeah, you're not doing good. Like, me, and whatever. And he was like yelling. I literally wanted to come through the screen and like choke him. I was like, you do not say that to the baby. Man's just trying his best. Literally, right? I think I had said it maybe the last episode. I don't know. But I literally was like, maybe he's just, you can be a great dancer and just not be able to pick choreo up fast. And facts, how literally was like, they haven't had like outside dance experience, so they can't pick choreo up as fast. And you know what? They'll learn. That'll be a skill that they can learn, okay? Like give them a minute, a whole day to learn a whole song. And you're telling me the performance was 7 minutes? Who the heck is gonna pick up 7 minutes of choreo in 1 day? I guess technically they had 2 days, but whatever. That's hard. And he's only 16. Give him a break. Yeah, I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Like I said in the last one, if I do, I'll try and touch back in the next one. But that I think is all for today. That was a really emotional one. I hated when they were calling their moms and Eugen and somebody else. I think it was the Red House guy, but I think his ended up answering. When his mom didn't pick up his phone, that like I felt my heart shatter. That is like, you are kidding me. He's been away. Your baby has been away for what, a week or however long it was been, and you have had no contact. and he finally contacts you and you don't pick up. That literally shattered my heart. Anyways, that was sad. Really sad to watch all of them, like, their hearts get broken and their hopes and dreams get crushed when they were in practice. Like, Jay was crying. Oh, I can't remember his name, but he was one of the two that had only been trainees for like 6 months or something like that. Um, and he was like not even in the mirror, and he that made me so sad because poor man was like, I can't do it, I can't do it. And that's when you need a good judge slash leader slash director, whatever you want to call it, to be like, you know what, you can do this, I believe in you, you're not where you want to be yet, but you will get there with hard work. Like, I trust you, I believe in you. And that's not what they were giving him. They were like, you're never gonna do it, you're never gonna be that. Girl, that's obviously gonna make them feel like they need to quit. Like, I don't know. Anyways, let me know down below if you guys have any other questions or any other topics for me to go over. I hope I got everybody in their auditions, because I think we only were missing those 3 that I covered. So if I did not cover them, I will go over them in the next one. I really apologize. I just feel like I was so caught up in the Here I Am performance. So yes. Also, I did check out the full performance of Rush Hour, and Camden, Man's ate his rap, loved it. So furious that they cut him out. What do you mean they cut his whole rap out? That was crazy. But I do know that the whole version of Here I Am is not on the show, so I will be adding that into my reaction. It'll probably be like after the episode. I don't know. It just depends on wherever they perform Here I Am. I'll add it in somewhere in there, but I will make sure to watch that. Apparently there's like the legendary hanbin moment, which like couldn't even tell you because I haven't seen anything about Boys Planet besides the men who performed hot. That was quite literally it, and God's Menu. I did see that and I was like, ooh. But yeah. Alrighty guys, thank you guys so much for joining me again this week. Make sure to go check out my reactions to episodes 1 and 2 of Boys Planet if you have not already. That is on my Patreon. It is available for everybody as long as you are a free member or whatever. You just have to click join and you can watch them for free. And I hope you guys enjoy them. I'm enjoying them. I'm having a fabulous time. Make sure to leave any questions, comments, or concerns in the comments. And yes, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!